property number 3. Property number 3, I will be start discussing. Now, property number 3 is written what? Property number 3 is written that if we subtract 0 from any whole number, then the resulted number is 0. But the subtraction of any number from 0, it is not defined. Okay, for whole number, it is not defined. When we will go to learn the integers. Okay, that time it will be recorded. It will be means defined. Okay, and the session is started recording. So be nice. Otherwise, I will just do a complaint against you. Okay. So here, what is the main thing over here? So we can see that 0 from 0 to that means it is saying that property 3 is saying like that. Property 3 is saying like that. Suppose I am subtracting 0 from 10. So it will coming as 10. The number itself will come. Means so 0 here, this subtraction doesn't have means changing the number itself. Right? So, but here it is said that 0 minus 10. This is not defined. Not defined means what? This is the definition is not given for what? For whole numbers. Because when we will go to integers, that time we will see 0 minus 10 will become minus 10. So it is not defined. And associative law. Associative law we have read for the addition also. Addition associative law was what? Associative law was property 4 is associative law. What was the so here you can see that additions associative law was like that. If we are adding 2 plus 3 plus 5, it will be 10. The order is not mandatory. This was associative law and it was true for what? For addition, right? But it is not true for subtraction. Here the example in your book only you can see. Here the example on your book only you can see. I'm showing you.
Ma'am, what we will write on the heading?
Here you can see.
Hello, ma'am.
Here you can see that what it is written 5 minus 3 minus 0. Right? Here, whatever the example is given, the example here it is showing that the means associative law is applicable. But this is not the case. 5 minus 3 minus 1. Here something is wrong in your book. Here you can see. I can clearly see. So I need to check it once more. Here it is written that associative law is not applicable to the subtraction on its whole number. Again, it is given the example. So if we are considering the example, it is coming 2. Also, after doing that, it is also coming 2. So the example is given that it is holding for the means the number. So this property you need for today, I will check and I will discuss it on the tomorrow's class. Okay. So property number 5.
I think in book there is wrong because 3 minus 5, the answer will be 2.
Yes, both the case the answer is coming 2.
Yes, ma'am. But here that 0.
Yes, I told that only that our associative law is not applicable to subtraction on whole number. There are few others book, right? Like R.T. Sharma and R.S. Agarwal. Those are the standard books, okay? And
Yes,
NCERT
ma'am.
also. I will check from those books. Those books I am having along with your class books. So from that, those books I will check.
Yeah.
Now, if I am going to go to start checking, the class will be gone. So I don't want to waste the class. So these things you leave for today, next class, I will definitely make you understand. Okay, that what is correct. Maybe the
Okay, ma'am.
property written correct, example given go wrong. Maybe the example written, most probably the example written wrong. Okay, so we are coming to property 5. If we subtract two whole number, then the sum of the resultant and smaller whole number is equal to the large whole number. So that means what? In the childhood we have solved this kind of sums. You see the example here, it is given on the next page. It is given that 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 means what? 7 minus 5 is 7 minus 2 equal to 5, and if we are going to means add it with, going to go to add it with what? Again 5 plus 2 other number we will get. Okay, so these are the properties. Closure property. Next, come to closure property of multiplication. This is also holding for the closure property is also holding, right? For multiplication means in the arrangement, the answer is always a what? Answer is always coming as a the answer is also here. You all can see that answer is always coming as a whole number. Here you can see the answers. These all are whole numbers, right? So this is called as closure property. Then communicative property. In commutative property, it is also the arrangement. Means 26 into 8 is giving what result? 28 into 6 is giving the same result. Like that, we can say that 3 into 4, if it is giving 12, so as 4 into 3, it is also going to give you 12 only. So the arrangement is not the mandatory. So we can say what? We can say that commutative property is also holding for multiplication. So which properties are holding? I am keeping it tick. Now 0, so product is 0, the resultant is 0. So this is actually identity I not mentioned over here. So with 0, if we are multiplying, we all know that from our childhood that it is coming as 0. 0 is so powerful, and 1 also. Okay, 1 also means this is known as existence of multiplicative identity. Identity means what? Identity card means what? That is where means you are getting your name, your father's name, address, phone number, or necessary information. In ID cards, all those things are written, right? That means what? That is a duplicate copy of your face, name, and everything, right? That means that is why this is known as your identity card, right? Like the way the number, while we can see the number, suppose I'm taking as 11. Okay, if we are multiplying by 1, the number itself is coming back. So your identity card, your Aadhaar card, and you are not a different person. Aadhaar card is the means also a valid proof or something like that. So that is why it is known as your identity card. That on the same way, while we are multiplying some numbers with 1, that is coming as always the same number. Okay. So I hope that everything is clear over here. If not, that you can ask me any questions. I'm just clearing my drawing. If not, you can ask me any questions. So on the next I'm going on the next part I'm going. Okay, so property number 5. Here you can see the associative property also the same. Same means what? It is also holding. It is also holding means what? the arrangement is not a mandatory, right? Arrangement is not a mandatory thing. Suppose we are doing 2 into 3 fast. After that, we are multiplying it with 5. So answer will come as what? 6 into 5, 30. On the same way, if we are multiplying 3 into 5 first, after that we are multiplying 2. 2 I have written here. This is also coming, the answer is also coming 30. So the associative property is also holding. Now here it is given as a distributive. Go to property 6 example. Okay, property 6 example over the next page. Here you can see that example is written what? Here you can see the example is written what? Example is given that, means from the example you will not able to understand, I guess so, but we all have done this kind of things many times. What was that? Suppose we have to multiply, and the number I have given 3 plus 5. Generally from your childhood you all have learned that 3 plus 5 we will just do first, that will come as 8, right? After that we will multiply by 2 and it will come as 16. Okay, so no problem. But one of my students told that, ma'am, if we are going to do the same thing on different approach, what will happen? We will multiply 2 into 3 first. After that we are writing plus. After that 2 into 5, 2 into 5 we can do. I said yes, that is also giving you the same number. That is why it is called as distributive property of multiplication over addition. And the same property is holding for the subtraction also. That means while you are just doing this kind of things, both the things are coming, the answers are coming same. Answers are coming same means what? Here clearly you can see with 2 it is multiplying fast. After that it is getting multiplied, or after that I'm writing the plus. After that the plus is going to sit over here. After that this first multiplication is sitting here, and the second multiplication is sitting here. The same thing is applicable for the subtraction also. And this property is very easy. You all can see and just you all can understand, all have understood. So from here, find using the number line of multiplication. I guess I have done. After that 9, 10 also we have done. So here from 11A we will start share. We will do in the whiteboard. Okay. So we will be doing in the whiteboard from 11 sum. We will.
Ma'am, I have one doubt.
Yes, tell me. Which
Ma'am,
page?
page number, ma'am, page number 26.
26. 26 so
Yes,
we have
ma'am.
not gone.
Yes, ma'am, I know, but what will be the answer of this? A into B equal B into L is the dash property.
Dash property, here the answer will be very easy. You just check from your book multiplications all the property. Here it will be commutative property. In the property 2 example, you see in the other words A and B, means A and B's place we can write any number. Okay. So while I will go, I will again explain those things. Okay. 21,
Okay, ma'am.
5, and today's the date is, oh God, today's the date is 3. I have given wrong dates, previous classes. So here we are starting to solve chapter 2, page what? 19. In your class, my pen started doing problem, my headphone started doing problem. After taking 3 class, everything started doing problem. After that, exercise 8. So, first is 11. First is 11. We are started to do 11A is given what? 11 verify the properties. Okay, so we will take out those answers independently. What will be the answer? I don't know also. 1 0 3 0 2 3, and on the second hand it is 3 6 2 1 minus 4 22. This is the controversial property which I have left. Minus, I think this will hold also. Let me check 9. After that here, no, this is not holding. 8 7. Have I done correct? Here these two sums means here you will write the answers like that. Here you will write like that. 320 is not equal to 78. Okay. So the property which I left already previous in the class, that property 4, associative law. So what we can say? So the associative law of subtraction. Associative law of subtraction is not holding or is not true, right? It's not true. Okay, that property 4, that means the example is given wrong over there. Okay, the same thing will happen from B, C, D also. Since there is 2 0, that is why the property hold for that case. Exceptional case with that should be.
Ma'am, 11 number D, how will do?
Number D is also same. You just check out the number first. If it is not, means if it is not coming proper, then it is not holding. I hope that.
Ma'am, how will understand that this is a whole number or not?
Whole number means this is our whole number. Fraction means 1 by 4 or something like that. 1 by 4. Okay. Or this is our fractions. Integers, while we will learn minus 1, minus 2. These are integers. Okay, I will tell you what is the means relation between what is happening. All those things. Okay. I'm just closing my share once. Everything is. Why, Prajakta, your video is coming like that? So 13A sum I'm doing. 13A. Okay.
Can I tell the answer?
Yes, tell me. 13A, which is the property? 13A.
Commutative.
Commutative.
Property number 2.
Commutative property. Commutative property. Why commutative property? I'm writing property in short. Why it is written like that? 22 into 27 equal to 27 into 22. But that means arrangement is not required over here. So B is given what? B is given that 32 multiplied by 65.
Distributive property of
Property over
multiplication
addition.
over
Yes.
addition.
Yes, distributive property over addition. We can take 32 as common and 35 plus 5. So this is the property of what? Distributive property. Distributive property over addition.
Of multiplication over addition.
Yes, distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay. After that, C number I'm not writing. C number is property is actually what? Property 3 is whole
Closer.
Yes, property if whole number is multiplied by 0, the product is always 0. The entire step you need to write. So here you write if the multiplication, if oh,
Then we can write closer property.
no, closer is not there. This is property 3. I'm writing in short, class will end in 2 minutes. Property 3. Okay. And in the D part, in the D, here what it is there?
Same.
34,
Distributing property
of multiplication over subtraction. Distributive property of multiplication over what? Subtraction.
Subtraction.
Subtraction. Yes, will not be there. Okay. So up to this, no problem is there. So next we are going to 1 minute 50 seconds are there. Next I'm going to next 12 sum. Okay, 12 sum solve the using property 5. So subtraction property 5 we will go. Property 5 is associative property, but this is so very easy, means nothing we can just okay. Subtraction property property 5. That means after taking out the answer, we have to check. After taking out the answer, we need to check. 12a. I am doing 427 minus 126 equal to how much? 103. So after that, we will be adding these two numbers, right? So here we write like that: result plus smaller number equal to larger whole number. Okay. So here 301 plus 126. I'm doing it very fast because take a screenshot. Okay. So here we'll write property 5 check. Take a screenshot. Less than 1 minute are there. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.